So I'm gonna count down from 10 to 0. But then you should know I don't really wanna take it slow. So if you love me, let's go.
Hey everyone, I am back again with another video, and this is going to be 10 interesting facts about PCOS. Alright, so if you see me looking down, I'm just looking at my notes. I do have notes today. So this is going to be 10 interesting facts. Let's get into the video. Alright, so number 1 is sleep apnea. Anyways, you just can't sleep. I've been there, I've done that. I can't sleep. Go to bed, you can't sleep. Lay in bed, you just can't sleep. Come on. Number 2, anxiety and depression. I talked about this before. Anxiety, I don't think I touched on anxiety, but anxiety, oh my gosh, to the fullest. I can't deal with this whole anxiety situation. But yes, anxiety is another symptom of polycystic ovaries, and it's linked to depression and all that stuff. So yes, that's number 2. Number 3, testosterone. Okay, so because you have so much male hormones going through your body, because again, PCOS is the hormone imbalance in your body. Your hormone is definitely imbalanced. So with all of that, you have so much different hormones running through, including male hormones, and it's really bad. So that's why you have the facial hair and all this other stuff. So testosterone, women with PCOS builds muscles fast. So we can be like, oh yeah, let's go work out, and then you come back looking like a dude, like you're just like you got muscles galore. Okay. Number 4, acne. Oh my gosh, you will wake up with a face clear as day, and by the time 3 o'clock hit, you got one here, one here, one here, one here. Acne all over the place. And they're not these little tiny acne that goes away with some toothpaste. No. They're the big, nasty, cystic looking acne that is in your face that make you look like you had some bad stuff going on. Okay? Seriously, ridiculous. Number 5. Number 5 is fatty liver. Yes. I don't have that, thank God. One less symptom for me to worry about right now. But 15% to 55% of women with PCOS has fatty liver. Yes, it can be improved. Yes, that's something that you can reverse with good health, balancing your diet, and doing all that. So that's something that you don't have to struggle with, because that can be reversed. Number 6. Did you know that 40% of women, okay, in the United States that has PCOS will get diabetes at the age of 40? 40. So you're 40 years old thinking that you're gravy, everything is good, and then boom, type 2 diabetes. Why? Because of the progression of the polycystic ovaries, because of the insulin imbalance in your body, because you become insulin resistant, because of all these things that comes with polycystic ovaries. So now there's an average of 40% of women that already have PCOS that will get diabetes by the age of 40. Child, I'm telling you, ain't no joke. Okay, number 7. All right. So 1 in 20 women in their childbearing age and 1 in 10 women or young kids at the age of 11 are affected by PCOS. That is crazy. Okay, right now It's 5 million people, 5 million women in the United States that are affected by PCOS right now. 5 million. 5 million. Oh my goodness. So there's so many women out there that are going through the same thing, that one, are probably uneducated about the situation, because when you go to your doctor, your trusty gynecologist or trusty MDs, what do? They put you on birth control. Birth control. That is the first thing that they do. Put you on birth control. Why? Because birth control will regulate your period. And then what happens after that? Nothing. You're not fixing the problem, because the problem, one, is not curable, and the problem, two, is just going to linger there, and eventually, yeah, you will have diabetes, baldness, eye issues, all these things. And why? And why? Why? That's because they don't take the time to help you. They take the time to medicate you. And then they put you on metformin, which is supposed to help you to reduce the insulin levels in your bloodstream or in your body. And then they said it helps with you getting diabetes because it's a diabetic medication, and so on and so forth. But we're not educated enough about polycystic ovaries. We think that, hey, we just got diagnosed, now we're infertile, and that is all there is. No. Don't let anyone tell you that, okay? Because honestly, there's way more about polycystic ovaries that someone needs to tell you, or you need to research. Get your phone and research. You can do so much more to help yourself than just metformin and just birth control. I'm telling you that right now. So, and remember, I'm not a doctor, I'm not a nurse. This is just my opinion, and these are the things that helped me. I was very uneducated about it. My husband and I went to a doctor. She tried to put me on birth control. I went on birth control, and what happened? I had pelvic inflammatory disease. That is when your pelvic becomes inflamed because a cyst popped in my, whatever I had. The cyst, I think, was on the outside or something, whatever, but the cyst popped, and it was fluid. It had fluid in it, and it inflamed my pelvis, and my doctor thought I was in labor. Really? No, you don't have my medical records? No, you don't. No, you didn't review that, did you? Yeah, no. Honestly, this is ridiculous, but I'll keep going. So that was number 7. Number 8, skin problems. Oh my goodness, skin problems. Again, skin tags. You have dark brown spots on your face, black spots on your face, thick skin. Some women has thick skin under their arm, between their legs, on their thighs, around their necks, and then you have flap of skin that looks like mole. That's another symptom. Is like they look like mole. I have like 2 of them. Like I have one right here, I don't know if you can see it, one right here and one right here. It looks like a mole. It is not a mole. I'm growing extra skin. I have grown an extra flap of skin. Yep, that's what happened. So, boom, boom. Oh, you can see it a little bit when I turn up. No, there she is. An extra flap of skin that comes with polycystic ovaries. Thank God I don't have the thick skin that they talk about. You know, there's certain symptoms that I don't have, and I'm very thankful for that. And the reason being is because there's so much that goes on already. You guys, listen, there's a lot. And then you have, what else? Let's see. So I talk about the flap of skin, the skin tag, the black spots, the dark brown spots, and all that stuff on your face, the acne all over your face. And then we come to the trusty pain that comes along with polycystic ovaries. Some women describe this pain as a severe pelvic pain. Okay? Feels like throbbing. Honestly, the way I look at this pain, it feels as though someone is literally scraping the inside of your uterus, okay? And they're like this, okay? And it hurts so bad. And it don't just hurt in that one spot. It hurts all the way across your pelvic area. And then sometimes I get back pain with that. I remember, oh my goodness, my life stories. I remember one night, it was like 3 o'clock in the morning, and I woke up screaming. Why? Because I was in so much pain. I woke up out of my dead sleep screaming because I was in so much pain. Crawling on the bathroom floor, okay? Hands and knees on the bathroom floor, screaming because I was in so much pain. I was in so much pain that I started puking all over the place. My husband was freaking out because he didn't know what was happening. It happened so quickly that no one knew what to do at that point. I didn't know what to do. He didn't know what to do. I was freaking out because the pain was so bad, but apparently it was just a cyst. It was a cyst that was popping, or that popped, that ruptured. Yeah. You know, we go through a lot, ladies. We do. We really, really do. Okay, so number 10. And this is the prize on top of a not so good cake, friends. Baldness. Yes, I did say baldness. Yes, baldness. Male baldness. So because of the excess androgen that is in your body, that because of the polycystic ovaries, because, you know, I don't think I explained. If you look at your ovaries, which is like, you know, a little ball, like it looks like an oval, I guess, ball, whatever. When you look at those things, okay, there's 2 of them. So one on each side, and then it goes down into, so it looks like this and goes down like that. So imagine there's 2 balls here, right? And in those 2 balls, maybe if I did this, I don't know, whatever. In those 2 balls, there are eggs, right? There are little eggs that develop over your cycle, 28 days, 30 days, however your cycle runs, right? And so these little eggs, they mature, and then they shed. That gives you your monthly cycle, whatever they shed on the lining of your uterus, and they go down, blah, 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 blah. So those eggs, now, when you have intercourse, the sperm goes up and it tries to fertilize the egg in that time period, right? So when you have PCOS, that egg is no longer an egg. Instead of it developing into what they call a follicle or something, it develops into a cyst. Some of them have fluid in them, some of them doesn't. But it develops into a cyst. And that's where sometimes the pain comes in, is that when that cyst is ruptured, you have pelvic pain, horrible pelvic pain, okay? So then, because of that, your body is not going through the regular cycle, so then the lining of your uterus is not shed. So what happens is it gets thicker and thicker and thicker and thicker each month. And if it gets too thick and it has not shed, one, you can get cervical cancer. Oh my gosh, that is the worst thing when you think about it. You can get cervical cancer, or they would have to go in and do what is called a DNC. And what a DNC is the doctor goes in and she scrapes, or he scrapes, the lining of the uterus so that it'll thin back out where it needs to be. And sometimes, majority of the times, that basically jumpstarts some stuff in your body. So you are able to start menstruating properly for a little while and release actual eggs if they start developing into follicles. And so the doctor can tell if, because I guess the eggs, I guess they line up or something. I don't know. But the doctor can tell if you're about to ovulate and if it's going to be an egg or if it's going to be a cyst. And when you ovulate and it's an egg, she can tell if it's going to be an egg or not, or he can tell, whatever, whatever your doctor is. So yes, so that basically is how they tell you that you have polycystic ovaries, because it's cyst in your ovaries, polycystic, many cysts. Many cysts in your ovaries is basically what it's telling you. You have lots of cysts in your ovaries. So it's polycystic ovaries. Okay, so let me get back. So baldness, yes. Back on that topic. Baldness. You get male baldness. So you see how a lot of men, they bald around this area here. So like this section is bald, or this section is bald and they have hair here, and this section, yeah. So that's what happens when you have polycystic ovaries. Unfortunately, I have not is it alopecia? I don't have alopecia, but I do have thinning of the hair. My hair thins out really quickly, really quickly. So I have to continually keep my hair up. If I don't, it'll thin really quickly. So some days it'll be fuller, and then some days it won't. But the length of my hair is good, but the thickness is really horrible. So, and I mean, I guess you wouldn't call it seriously horrible. I can wear my own hair, because this right now is my own hair, but it's way thinner than what it used to be. So I guess I should say that. So excessive male hormones, which is the androgen in your body, and then it's called androgenic alopecia. Okay, so you get male pattern baldness, folks. Male pattern baldness. Can you imagine yourself waking up one morning and your hair just starts coming out in your hand? Oh my goodness, I can't even do that. I can't ever imagine that, because I love my hair so much, and I can't even imagine that. But you know, if that does happen to me, I would rather be like 90 or 100 if I'm gonna live to see 100. If I do live to see 100, you know, I would like to be maybe like 99 and a half, and then I see that, versus me being 30 and have male pattern baldness. Because if you don't think I will, I will glue weave to my scalp. I'm not joking. This ain't no joke. Look, I would have enough hair right here to cover the track, and I will glue that bad boy, glue it right here, right here. I'm not playing. I'm not walking around balding because of male pattern baldness. I'm sorry, can't do it. Can't do it. Okay, but you know, I know that I'm acting funny about this whole situation, but on the serious note about it, there are many women out there that are bald because of different issues like cancer and you know, and this whole male pattern baldness. There are many women out there that are experiencing that stuff, and I'm not making light of it. It's just, again, I find a way to cope with the symptoms that I have, and this is just how I cope with it. But at the same time, it is a very serious matter. PCOS is nothing to play with. So like I said, ladies, please educate yourself. Educate yourself on the symptoms, educate yourself on the disease, educate yourself, because polycystic ovaries is nothing to play with. It's something that gives you other things, if you know what I mean. So basically what happens is, after a while of you having polycystic ovaries, you can get heart disease, You can have a stroke. You can have high blood pressure. You can have diabetes. You can have all these different things comes along with polycystic ovaries. So take care of yourself, take care of your body, like I've said before. And this is just my opinion. I'm not a doctor, but I'm just telling you, take care of yourself, take care of your body, and you should be fine. All right? Well, you have a wonderful day, and I will see you on my next video. Okay, whatever. But I'll see you in the next video. Talk to you later. Bye. Like, and subscribe. It's down there. Right down there. It's red. It says subscribe. Subscribe. And then like right here. Down there. Yeah. So like, subscribe, and subscribe. Alright. Bye.